Good morning, everyone. All right. All right, we're here. Sorry about the delay. Didn't quite get to sleep as fast as I wanted last night, so a little trouble waking up. Fine otherwise, though. All right, let's get started, shall we? Yeah, no bits farming today. Just general play and trying to not get rusty at all. If it wasn't my first song of the day, I'd be a little more concerned, but, yeah, it is what it is. Hey, Bricant, good morning! How goes it? Definitely need to warm up a little more for sure. But not as bad as I thought. That's good. Oh, glad to hear. Yeah, and appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. Much obliged. I'm glad to hear that things are going well. starting to get back into the swing of it. Let's do one more 6, and then we'll switch over to 7s.
His weakness.
There we go. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised my accuracy is as good as it is, considering how long I've been awake for, but... Alright, let's move up to 7s and see what happens. almost a PB. We will happily take that. Also, such a good song. Just stuff of legends from Happy Sky. Not bad. Definitely a little trickier for sure, so. Maintaining a much better early slow ratio than I thought I would, so there's also that. Alright, so this is a song I've played a bunch, but let's see if we can lower our combo break on it a little. not bad, but I have a feeling my combo breaks were higher than I'd like. That is what it is. Hey, Kawachi boy, good morning! What do I think of Twitter? I think it's a decent tool. I'm not a big fan of social media. Like, I don't have Facebook or Instagram or a lot of the other services, and the main reason I'm still on Twitter is a lot of really good independent game dev discussion happens there, and the same for a lot of the discussion between a lot of graphic designers and webcomic artists that I follow as well. So I think it's a good place for quick discussion. I wish the platform was slightly better moderated in terms of them dealing with hate speech. But, like, aside from that, out of all the social media platforms that are available, I think, you know, aside from, like, either Pillow Fort or Mastodon, I think Twitter's the best option a lot of people have. Yeah, and I will say in terms of my Twitter, the way I use Twitter myself is it's mainly for listening. Like, I do tweet, like, you know, when the channel's going live, and, you know, I also, similar to the end of a stream, I'll also be sure to mention people that, you know, took time to say hi in chat and all that. But I don't really tweet a whole lot beyond that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I'll personally, like, either retweet or like with the intention of, like, trying to share it. But I don't necessarily do a lot of, like, tweeting myself. Like, I don't, like, get to work and say, like, you know, all right, just arriving at work, or if, like, something funny happens, I don't then immediately reshare it on Twitter. Like, I'm not a real content creator as far as Twitter's concerned, which is fine. I mean, it's not my intention with how I use it, so. Yeah, and that's one habit I need to get into is, I do want to try to start highlighting some of the things that I'm doing. Like, I completely forgot to do it last night, but I wanted to mark when I cleared Laser Cruster, which was a new 11 for me. Forgot. Or, you know, at least take a screenshot, and then in my tweet mentioning, hey, this was the stream for today, also, like, have that screenshot and mention, you know, look at my new clear. Oops. But honestly, I think aside from, like, 2DX screenshots, I don't see myself putting a lot on Twitter, just because I don't have time to really try and create good content on Twitter in terms of, like, you know, like finding interesting historical quotes to post frequently, or having really funny, you know, responses to headlines or whatever. Could I? Maybe, but that does take time and energy, and I'd just rather put it elsewhere, to be honest. But, like, for example, like, Kawachi, like, you're saying you use it to post progress. Like, score results and whatnot, like, it's fantastic for it, because you're not doing a bunch of characters, you only have 4 images per post. So it's like, hey, look at my latest, you know, session at round 1, and it's like, you know, 3 high scores you got that day. Like, it's perfect for that. Alright, this should be an EX. Let's see if we can fix that. Although the healthier thing to say is this could be an EX. It doesn't have to be anything. Alright, let's get that lamp. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, because a lot of social media usage in general is, tends to be a more female demographic thing. Like, that doesn't surprise me. Like, yes, obviously there's men on Facebook and Twitter and what have you, but for, like, let's say, you know, some K-pop band is on a morning talk show. Who's going to likely flip out about it and post tons of pictures and be all like, oh my god, did you see so-and-so? And, like, flip out about it and have a lengthy, you know, not really substance filled, but a high activity conversation. Like, that makes sense. And it's like the same for a lot of other media over here in the West. So, like, that doesn't surprise me. Alright, I tried to EX this last night, and then I horrendously botched, if I remember correctly, one of the runs after the mid-song, like, kind of dubstep breakdown, so let's see if we can not be stupid today. I did it again. I do want to give that one more shot. I'm going to play another song first, and then I'll go back to it. Ooh, that early-late ratio. I think it was like 30-40? Yikes. Yeah, let's play something else and then go back to that. Alright, that one I'm immediately retrying because that was just really sloppy on my part. Yeah, I did not have any right to pass the rest of that. Will do. You too, Koachi. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Best of luck fighting with all the K-pop stans on Twitter. This is likely a mistake, but let's make some mistakes. That was just dumb on my part. Like, I know that there's like a lot of swagger, not swagger, but like swung notes and things. That was just sloppy on my part. One more try. Oof. Yeah, that's just bad on my part. Alright, we'll come back to that. Yeah, our timing is way off. Which isn't a bad thing. I think right now I'm a little more tired than I realize, so I just might need to give myself one or two more easier songs just to warm up, properly sync, and we'll take it from there. Alright. Alright, let's try this, because normally my timing on this is very good, but it is also a pretty quick song compared to other charts. So we'll see how I do with this, and then we'll use that to gauge how we're doing overall. Also, I see a couple people tuning in. Morning. Happy to have you with us. Appreciate it. And I always try to actively respect, the lurk. So, if people don't want to say hi, they just want to have me on for background noise, you do you. All right, let's see if we can tweak our timing ratio a little. Yeah, still got the double A, which is good. I'm honestly not sure what my ratio was. Okay, not terrible. It's definitely more in line with what I normally have, too. Yeah, another song that I don't have a lot of trouble with, but is definitely on the faster side of things. So hopefully this will help me finally wake up. Our timing might not be all that great right now, but I nailed the run at the end there, so that's good. Yeah, 160 to 170. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will happily take that. Not sure if I'm 100% awake, and I've got the energy to be like pushing myself on 10, so let's try doing a 10 that's a little on the easier side. Hey, Twally, good morning. How goes it? Appreciate the well wishes and also the sub. Like, I still do not properly know what to say in response to that, by the way. Yeah, thank you. That's one of the main things that I definitely want to do as a result. It's just like if people think I'm worth supporting, then I want to continue stepping up and trying to be awesome and worth supporting. So how goes your day so far? You're still in the middle of what is normally your weekend, right? Oh, hey, Burn Marks. Morning. And yeah, by all means, lurk. Yeah, I was just mentioning a little while ago, like, if people just want to tune in and have me on in the background, I completely respect that. Yeah, much obliged to having you with us. And Janet, good morning! Or afternoon, because if I remember correctly, I believe you're in Scotland. Either way, oh, lots of people tuning in and saying hi. Much obliged, everybody. Yeah, we still strongly got the double A, which is good. No, you did. Nope, that request came in. I've got it. Yeah, that is a good song. And right now, with how I'm trying to warm up, still, Eurobeat would be really good, just because of the way that the charts tend to be. Alright, so I think we'll do the normal and then the hyper. Just because it is a little on the older side, so in case the chart has any shenanigans, the normal will give me a heads up. Just a little digital housekeeping, updating the list to show it's unlocked, and yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, it's a really good song. Like, even like just Colors, like the original, is a really, really good song, and it's one of the older songs too from Bimani's history. And like, granted, a lot of the music in Bimani is really good, but Colors is one of those songs that like sounded, it was ready for like being like on the radio and stuff like that. It's just really polished. Yeah, typically if I mean, just because Twali, just because I've got the bits, so I might as well, because I'm eventually gonna play the other charts, and the another is in my range. Like if it was a 12, I'd leave the 12 locked for now. So did a lot stronger on that than I was expecting. Like the double A, yeah. Halfway to a triple? Not at all. Good stuff. Yeah, normally, like, and the other thing, like, if this was a newer chart, like, let's say this was, you know, distorted or newer, I probably would have just gone straight into the hyper. But sometimes older charts have some weirdness to them, so if I can preview it on an easier version, then I will. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually really happy I got the FC, because I was expecting to at least drop one note along the way, so But if you like the vocals on that, I'm gonna do the hyper in just a second. But so DJ Taka, the main artist on that, normally does like really piano-heavy songs. But once in a while he does do vocal tracks, and somewhat recently he has another track that's pretty similar to Colors. It's gorgeous. I think I'll play Broken after I play Colors. Hey, Yamoka fan, how goes it? Happy Friday. Yeah, much a vibe. Good vibes, very much appreciated. I'm glad to hear things are going well for you. I remembered there was something odd about this song. Took me a bit, but then all of a sudden, yep, all the triplet runs. I completely forgot that was a thing on that chart. Alright, I want to revisit that later. Because I've passed it in the past. I can actually remember that chart. I just have to be more on guard for it. It looks intense, but it's not that bad. Because it's just triplet runs. It's the same pattern over and over and over. I just need to get onto the right rhythm. Like, let's say if, for example, it's keys 1, 2, and 3. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What happened in that playthrough is I was on rhythm, but instead of 1, 2, 3, I was 2, 3, 1. I was like a beat behind. So now that I'm a little more aware that it's not only doing the triplet runs that quickly, but also for that long, it's that sustained, I should be fine. Yeah, Colors is a banger for sure. We were just kind of talking about that. Janet mentioned that they found it on YouTube and they really like the sound of it. And the other song that I'm thinking of, similar to it, Broken. Also Taka with a vocalist. and similarly sounds radio ready. Like, just really good stuff. And Yamoka fan, I do see that request for Close My Eyes. I will play that. I've been playing for just about an hour, so I do want to take a quick stretch break, and then we'll jump back into it. So I'm just going to take 1 or 2 minutes to stretch for a bit. I do then want to quickly retry Colors and play Broken just because they're on my mind, and then we'll jump into Close My Eyes for me. Alright, so, be right back, and, you know, if all of y'all have been sitting around, here's a reminder to stretch a little bit, and, yeah, back in 1 or 2 minutes. Alright, so, Broken as just kind of a palette cleanse for Colors, then we'll retry Colors, and then Close My Eyes for Me, which is another classic song. Yeah, not gonna lie, Yamoka fan, a lot of the stuff you request, while it's on the old side of things, also gold, like, really solid stuff.
Green
There we go. I completely forgot to do Broken as a mental refresh before jumping back into that too. Oof. But got there. Yeah, so sections, it looks scary, but it's really not that bad as long as like you're. The two tricky things about it is that it's really quick. Like typically triplet runs like that are a little on the slightly slower side, but then also how long it's sustained. Like usually triplet runs like that, it's a short burst and that's it, because usually it's like a drum fill or something. So for how long it goes on for, it's just kind of unexpected. All right, we'll do Close My Eyes and then we'll do Broken. I actually really want to play Broken because it's been a while, and it also has a really good 16th note run towards the second half. Yes, back when Yoshitaka used to do R&B and turntable work. Such a weird song.
Somebody come and close my eyes for me. Darken my glasses, I don't want to see my people getting rolled under a planet. Wake me up when it's over. Just check under my boulder and tap me on the shoulder and tell me it's okay. Not until the day when the bombs stop walking and the masks stop talking. No, not until the day when the bombs stop walking and the masks stop talking. Living in fear of a moron that's a mastermind. Injustice that is just as blind. Drunk on power as the leader of the land. Close my eyes for me, I don't want to see. Close my eyes for me, I don't want to see. Close my eyes for me, I don't want to see. The world I love get an autopsy. I check my watch, the hand of fate. At the final hour, the calendar date is much too late for salvation of my superpower. When the earth comes off the rails and the solar system fails, and the point of no turn and tables, the littlest fish in the greatest whale. Close my eyes for me. Close my eyes for me.
Yeah, it did. Oh god, no, that song's super old. But yeah. Let me think. That was 2DX Red, which would have been 2002, I think? Maybe even 2001? Ooh, special one. Good stuff. Yeah, of course. Thank you for the request. Yeah, the backing strings and the horns do give it kind of a disco vibe for sure. Yep, haven't forgotten Broken. Yeah, I'll do Broken next. Yeah, I'm trying to also remember that I am a lot more tired this morning than I realized, so I'm trying to wait just a little longer before I throw myself back at 10s again, so I'm trying to take a little bit of a breather here. Surprised I didn't have a little stronger accuracy on it. Like, obviously not a AAA, but figured I would have been a little bit more of a AA than just barely getting over. Yeah, the video, if I remember correctly, those are generics for Sirius, the 17th version of the game. So there are like collections of just like kind of like pseudo random like things, and if a song doesn't have like explicit like here's like custom overlays or a custom video for it, sometimes it'll just use a generic. And typically with every new version of the game they'll make a new generic. So while it's possible that like a song that comes out later might be using generics, it could use the generic for a certain style just because that's the one that was prevalent for it. So like, but in the case of Special One, that was the Sirius generics. One of my favorite things in a generic, I think it's either from 8th style or 7th, is it just as a 2DX Grief Relief product. Grief Relief product. Okay. Images of broken glass are
think those broken pieces are all that remains of my heart. Can't concentrate on the sound. There is nothing anymore. I'm sharp fragments all over the city, reminding you're not with me. I am only imagining. You can't sympathize and realize I wanna gather it again. If you only let me rebuild.
Yeah, song is extremely pretty. And it's like, yeah, I had the double A and then I sang all of the chorus and it's just like, yep, we're gonna throw that out the window. Yeah, song is gorgeous. Like, easily one of it, not necessarily Taka's best, but definitely one of his most polished and like well produced. It's just really strong. Ooh. I might not be able to do Icarus because that is locked to subscribers. One sec. Yeah, so if you look at the song list, you'll notice on the left, the first column, it mentions buyable. So if you subscribe to Infinitas, every month there's 2 songs that if you play them, you just get them permanently. They're available for free. If you don't, however, after that month, they then become locked. And after when they come out, it's typically a 2-year wait until you can purchase it with the in-game currency, which is bits. Unfortunately, I started in March, and that March of last year. Yeah, and it was in either October or September of 2018. So I'm unfortunately not going to have Icarus for a while, which is a shame because it's an amazing song. No worries. Just if there's a different song you'd like, just type it in chat, and I'll play it. All right, let's see. What do we have up next for requests? Let the track flow. Okay. Wait a minute. I should have that. And same situation for Let the Track Flow. That one by about 2 months. Yeah, because I started Infinitas, like I actually got the subscription in April, and that was in February of last year. Sorry. I do love Eagle though, yeah. So Korsuke is one of the artists for this game. And a lot of the artists, they'll use aliases just so that way they can try like different genres or different styles without like, you know, throwing a lot of people off. And Eagle is the an alias of Korsuke, specifically for drum step, but also boss songs. Absolutely love those. DC Fish? Sure. So I'm just gonna mark Icarus is done. Alright, so we'll do DC Fish. We'll get Yamoka's fans updated request done, and then we'll do that moment of positivity, because I haven't done one yet, and I want to make sure I'm in the right headspace for it. So, DC Fish, great song, easily one of my all-time faves, and I think an undervalued song from Distorted. Super, super good. Such a good song. Hey, Transred, how goes it? Happy Friday. Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, in regards to requests, by the way, I'm probably going to lower the cost on them just because I want people to be able to request songs whenever they want. It's just, to be honest, easier if I use the point system, because then it makes an actual queue that I can manage. And trying to do it with Nightbot, it doesn't quite work. Like, the scripting to make just a person types in a text thing and then it goes into a queue for me to then, like, do later. It's just... it's really messy. Yeah, and also, like, if there's something that... if there's a song you like, you can request it. Or if there's something that's been giving me trouble, potentially, you can also do it that way. That's why I've got the instant challenges as an option as well, because... If all of y'all are requesting stuff and then I'm playing it and it's prompting discussion of like, oh yeah, that's a really good song, or I haven't played this in a while, like, it gets us chatting, it gets us interacting, and that's win-win for everyone. So, yeah. Alright. Let's see. So, Janet, remember, you matter. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. Doesn't matter what life throws at you. You matter. World's better with you in it. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. If things are going rough and you're having trouble, that's okay. Because you're still here. You've survived. And I'm confident that you're going to continue doing that. So, just remember, you matter. You've made it this far. Nothing's going to stop you from continuing on. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
I drank my dreams. Mine never accelerated by tears. Even with sadness.
You're more than welcome, Janet. I'm just glad I was able to keep a proper focus for that, just because first time I've done that, so a little bit of nerves in terms of like, don't mess up, don't stutter, but hey. But yeah, more than welcome. And Yamoka fan, much obliged for the request. I'm actually a little upset that I don't have Let the Track Flow, just because that's a really good like classic like UK hardcore style track. But I'll have it in 2 years. Same for Icarus too, because that's also a really good song. But speaking of Eagle and our favorite alias, we've got Hypersonic coming up. This is a hell of a song. Oh, thank you, Janet. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm likely going to be lowering the cost of both requests and moments of positivity, just equal parts, because I want requests to be a little easier to do. Like, I'm still figuring out exactly how easy it is to earn points, because I also don't want requests to be potentially spammable, but just easy enough to request whenever you want, but you know, you do kind of have to make them matter. And then positivity moments, in a similar fashion, just because it does I don't want to say stop the stream, but like, let's say if I'm doing a bits grind and I'm in the middle of a boost, like, you know, I don't want to do it in the middle of that. I want to be able to like not feel rushed, take time with it. So I want it to be a somewhat high reward, but I'm also not sure if it's overcosted, but we'll figure it out. It's my first week of having all this stuff, so yeah, we'll figure it out together. Alright, so Hypersonic, I have hard cleared this before, but I haven't re-gotten the hard clear since I've been on Infinitas, so fingers crossed. And if I fail out like an idiot, we're definitely going to run it back without hard bar, because just this song is phenomenal. Yeah, that was totally my fault. All right, yeah, we'll run that back without hard bar. Although maybe, nah, not right now. Hey, Birdcat, welcome back. Yeah, and that's kind of my thought too. Is probably dropping it by about 500. Yeah, because the settings on Twitch say that like people can typically get about a little over 200 an hour. So that's kind of what I'm using as my benchmark. Yeah, stamina is definitely kicking in a little bit more than I'd like it to. Yeah, good stuff though. And I'm honestly surprised that song is as easy as it is. It's typically Eagle's tricky, and the hyper's an 8. Like a lot of the stuff that you need to do in hypersonic, like it's really quick, but like it's not difficult. It's just honestly fast. Oh, fingers crossed your homework wasn't too tricky. Did you mean to request hypersonic twice, Transred? Ooh, Verflucht. Ooh, Verflucht is tough. I will play that after I take a breather, because I'm going to need the stamina for that. That's not gonna lie though, that's gonna kick my ass in a good way. So I'm actually excited for that. Yeah, no, it did. Let me see here. Alright, that should have given you the points back. Keyword should. If it didn't, let me know. And hey, Dotphase! Morning, how goes it? Alright, so Vega, and then we're gonna fling ourselves at Verflucht and see what happens. Although, I kinda know what's going to happen. It's going to be like what happens when a cartoon character runs full speed into a brick wall. It's going to be funny. Oh wow, I did not realize how closely I was chasing a PB there. Hot damn. Yeah, that video is kind of amazing. It's just like, do you want to go running through space with the King of all Cosmos? The king isn't available, but his uncle is. And like I was saying to Wally a little earlier, Dotphase. Again, I'm still kind of at a loss for words for you thinking that I'm worth subbing to. Thank you. But if anything, it's a huge motivation for me to be someone worth supporting. So definitely appreciate the kick in the pants to keep trying to improve, both as a 2DX player and a streamer. Much obliged. Alright, so it's 10:20 now. I've got like an hour and change left on the stream, so what I'm thinking is we'll do Verflucht, and then I might play one or two other songs, take my second stretch break, and then we'll do our pulse check for the day. Yeah, this song is super tough. Yeah, I'm actually glad you requested it, Yumoka fan, because I normally kind of avoid it, because it's an 11. It's really tricky. Kind of similar to Hypersonic, only the inverse. Like, it's got a lot of patterns, it's very quick, but whereas Hypersonic is not quite as dense because it has more like technical stuff in it, this is just a balls to the wall sprint. So all right. If I remember correctly, it's a couple opening chords, and then it's just 16th note run and keep on running. Oh boy. I actually want to try that again, because I should be able to pass that. I've passed it previously, but I want my lamp back. And I definitely overpsyched myself a little in the beginning. But yeah, song's amazing. And I really need to play it a little more, just because of it's a good stamina run for me. Plus 34 on my PB or on my pacemaker. Because right now my pacemaker. Oh, okay. Huh. All right, let's see if we can get this lamp. Let's take a split second to breathe. Whew, got there. Oh, and got the improvement I was hoping for too. Cause yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get the A, but I was like, we can definitely get closer. Whew. Yeah, energetic is one way to put it. Like, it is a very fast chart. Like the back and forth rolls at that speed, I actually have a little bit of trouble, and that's actually one thing I do want to practice. Like, even if it's just me not on stream with a metronome ticking and me just slowly working that back and forth speed up. But yeah, what a play indeed. I'm legit really happy that I got that. Not only getting the lamp, but getting the improvement that I did, because after that first play, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is hard, but since I last played it, I can both definitely get this, but definitely get closer to the A, and yeah, got there. So I'm going to take a work stamina breather to edit a couple things. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just tweaking some of the point reward values a bit. Alright. Let's see. I feel like that should be an EX. Yeah. Alright, so let's go for a couple of lamp upgrades, like one or two. then we'll take a stretch break, and then do our pulse check for the day. But yeah, much obliged for the kudos on Verflect, and again, Yamoka fan, but great request, like really good timing on your part. Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right, we're gonna try that once more. Oh, I got the juggles, but I then missed the basic follow-up. Wow. Okay, yeah, that happened. Alright, so we are at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna give that one more shot before I jump into the pulse break, but I definitely want to take a quick stretch break, just because my back's starting to feel like it's on fire, so... Anyways, I will be back in 1 or 2 minutes. Probably gonna stretch a little, refill my water bottle. Then, yeah, we'll retry Unicorn Tail, then do our pulse check. And, before I, pause for a bit, again, thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I really, really appreciate it. Like, the main thing I wanted to accomplish with streaming was getting 2DX exposed to more people, and maybe, if I was lucky, have some company while I was practicing. And yeah, y'all are great company. Alright, everybody sit tight, or if you've been sitting a while, here's a chance to stand up, stretch a little, and yeah, back in 1 or 2 minutes. Alright, just need another like 30 seconds or so just to crush a bit more. And then, yeah, we'll jump into it. And again, a lot of people this morning. How's, much obliged for that. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Friday so far? Let's give this one more shot, and then we'll do our pulse check for the day, but I'm confident I can get this. No! Oh, that's actually a little upsetting because I knew I was getting the double A. Oh. Oh no! 8 away. Alright, so yeah, I'm definitely putting that on my to-do list. Whoa, hold on. There we go. That dashboard is just having some trouble. Alright, so let's do the pulse check for the day. Yeah, a lot of very silly combo breaks, but I did a lot better on that than I was expecting, given energy and being a little on the tired side. Yeah, not bad. More on the like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for how I've been doing on average. Really good early-late ratio, so rate of that. Alright. Hey, Azure! Happy Friday! Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. How goes it so far for you? Oh, glad or at least I'd like to think that I'm getting your day off to a decent start. Alright, on with the pulse check. Yeah, Night Sky is very good. Like, not only is it just a good song, but the chart is phenomenal. Like, Night Sky Hyper has been a warm-up or an overall go-to of mine for years at this point. Yeah, accuracy wasn't as strong as I would have liked. I'm hoping to get back to consistently doubling it, but my early-late ratio on it has been phenomenal. And given the trouble some of the streams and jacks in that song can give me, I'm quite happy with that. Alright. Hey, morning, Esquire! How goes it? Happy Friday! And, Yamoka fan, I'll do that random challenge once I'm finished with the pulse check, so in 4 more songs. I'm legit not sure how I did on that. Like, I did well, I'm just not sure accuracy and all that. Okay. Yeah, my accuracy was extremely good, but my early-late ratio was way off. That's probably what had me feeling uncertain about it. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, being that close to a PB, quite happy about that. Alright, now for the Weasel Pack. Yeah, Black by Crossfade's a hell of a mashup. And I'm really glad I put it in my pulse check because start of this month, I was not all that great. Now I'm confident I can consistently clear it and get an A on it, and I'm almost ready to hard clear it. So, practice does pay off. Like, who knew? Yeah, I got a little off sync on the trills, and that killed my bar, but overall, I feel like I did pretty strongly. And woof, that is a hell of a lot of song titles all crammed together. I'm not gonna lie though, Azure, that is very on brand for you. Did all right. Definitely doing better for combo breaks and pours, though, that's for sure. Alright, onwards. Not terrible, but not anything I'm super excited about either. I will say that more recently I've been a lot less consistent with the ending for some reason. I don't know if I'm just losing focus or not focusing enough, but I am puzzled about that. Good early-late ratio, though. Not too bad for accuracy. 7 out of 10. We'll take it. Alright, last song. Well, last song of the pulse check, anyways. And I have a feeling this is gonna destroy me just because of how tired I am. But who knows? A lot of surprises recently, so let's give it our best. Oh, definitely one of my rougher playthroughs for sure. Yeah, my ratio was better than I expected. And the accuracy wasn't that bad. Like, not great. But I was thinking it was more going to be like a 5 out of 10, but that was more like a 6. And that's why we do it every day and see how we're doing. All right. So now for a random 10 on hardbar. So depending on how badly I get clobbered by this, I'll either do another random afterwards, or if it's a close attempt, I might run it back, the specific song. So let's see. Oh, this ain't ending well. This chart's really technical. This should be funny. Yeah, that chart's rough. So I'm going to play that again on normal bar, and then we'll do another random on hard. Because that's got so many weird shuffle ups. Alright, so let's give this a run through on normal bar, and then we'll spin the wheel again with hard bar on. how is that a 10? Like, yeah, it definitely has a low note count compared to a lot of other 11s, but it is just so technical. Ugh. Yeah, quite a few people are watching this morning. Trying to never forget or take it for granted. Much obliged for tuning in, everybody. Hope your Friday's going well. Alright, let's do another random 10, and maybe we'll get something we can hard clear, or maybe we get clobbered. I'm not so sure about that, Esquire, because, yeah, that chart is a nightmare. Like, I'm expecting to get more 11s before I get that 10. It is just a lot of stuff that I'm not a fan of, or more specifically, a lot of stuff that I'm really weak at. Like, I probably should play it a little more frequently than I do, but I need to get a little bit better stamina overall first before I try to really go at it. Alright, so we'll do another random, see if we get something that we might be able to hard clear, and then we'll move on. And lower world? Sure thing. No, oh. Okay. This is going to be hilarious. But anyways, no, the Love Can Save You, it's not an old chart. Like, it is, like, coherent, so to say. Like, if, like, older charts are not as well written for doubles. It's just, it's really, really technical. Lots of hand alternation that you normally don't see. Really rapid chord jacks over and over and over, so it can really hit your stamina if you don't have that kind of muscle at the ready. It just tests a lot of things that normally don't get pushed. So, at least for me anyway, it's kind of like the idea of, you know, it's hitting all of, at least for me, a lot of my weak points. The only reason I don't play it more often is because it's not like it's one thing I'm weak at. It's like 4. So I need to at least get a little better at some of those other things first before I can, like, start playing it over and over just for the sake of, like, trying to get better. But soon. All right, and now for this train wreck. This should be fun.
Close your eyes.
Oh, God. So one of the early, I think in the opening before the melody gets introduced, one of the runs I heavily botched. Yeah. So I might have been able to get a little further, but there's the breakdown in the middle. It repeats the refrain. Quick drum fill, repeats the refrain again, but on that first refrain repeat after the breakdown, it really amps up. That I want to say that's the farthest I'll likely be able to get, at least in the near future. Whew. Yeah, very difficult. So that's actually a special song. Typically songs in 2DX are about 2 minutes. That's a 6-minute song. It was on a home version of the game on the PS2 way back when. And for funsies, they included it in Infinitas. But yeah, the song itself, the normal version, it's a boss song. Like, it is a tough chart by default, no matter what you do. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, even the normal, which is an 8, even though it's 6 minutes, it's an 8 all the way through. So it is a stamina run. Interesting, actually, Tuali, I've been really, I haven't had it crash my game at all recently. One thing I do before I start my streams is I do a file check with the Infinitas client, and yeah, it's never crashed my game since. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, let's do Lower World, and then Abyss the Heavens remix. Good stuff. Yeah, both of these should be really good for me at the moment in terms of, like, difficulty, stamina, all that fun stuff. So, very good requests today, everybody. Much obliged. So, I know that 10's an 11. I know that's a bad idea. So, we'll do the 7, see how that goes, see how I'm feeling. Maybe we'll do the Hyper after I do Abyss Heavens. Maybe. Not gonna lie, I could totally go for some croissants right now. But, alas, I am a raccoon, so I am eating Pop-Tarts. Oh, and fresh waffles. Oh, god damn it, people. Usually I'm not jealous of food, but y'all are talking about amazing carbs, and I want them. gonna lie, like the first half of that, really strong Slake energy. Like second half of that, yeah, that's Taka through and through, but the first half, real strong Slake energy. And yeah, I'm glad someone made Dat Boy reference in chat. So yeah, looking forward to playing Abyss the Heavens remix, because it's a good song, and I haven't played it in forever. Not doing the hyper, because I remember that chart. Also, speaking of BMS dot phase, you want to know one of the reasons why I play Infinitas? Because BMS for doubles is a goddamn nightmare. Although, I'd love to be able to play some of the BOF stuff, mainly Quark, because it's Quark, and Quark is amazing. But yeah, more than welcome, Yomoka fan. Requests are always welcome and appreciated. Alright, Abyss Heavens. Let's see. I remember either the Hyper or the Another was in an arcade Dan course. I forget which one, but I'm confident I can get this. Actually gonna leave hardbar on. First, let's just update my unlock chart. Also, so right now it's 11:15, and I am looking to wrap up the stream for 11:30. So just a heads up on requests, if a whole bunch of them come in, just be aware I might not get to all of them today. Like, feel free to keep requesting stuff. I just giving a kind of a last call warning, just so that way no one gets cut off. I mean, worst case, it should stay in the queue until next stream, and then I'll get it the next time I'm streaming and you're here. So, hey, Xquire, more than happy to play that. But just as a heads up, I do have requests as a channel points thing. I'm not saying you have to do it via points, but it actually does make my life a lot easier, because then it actually puts it in a queue and I can make sure I don't forget it. So.
Let's go!
Damn it. Gonna have to try that again. Yeah, I am fancy pants. In all seriousness, like, that's why I did such the hustle to get affiliate was because trying to do a request queue with Nightbot is kind of a nightmare. So, and Love Me Do is it's an original song by Akira Yamaoka. Wonderful song, like one of the best songs in 2DX. Like, it's been a fan favorite for a long time. And I'm actually going to quickly tweak the cost on requests, because I just want them super cheap, but also not like spammable / abusable. So there we go. All right. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more shot, because I should be able to hard clear this. And then we'll move on. I'm actually looking forward to Love Me Do. I haven't played that in forever. It's a great song, too. A real good indicator of Yamaoka's sound, too, in my opinion. Like, he either sounds, like, really serious, or either really silly, and I feel like that gets kind of his serious sound down pretty well.
Let's go!
Yeah, definitely a good song. Like, the original is good, but the remix, very good, because the original is a lot more kind of like minor key and a little more, in a good way, melancholy, and this is like major key, upbeat, bright. Great remix. Yeah, the original Abyss, like, similarly legendary in terms of like long-term songs. Like, Love Me Do is a classic. I'd say more in like the 2DX world than Bimani in general, but Abyss also got in DDR, so it's pretty well known amongst the music game community. Real good stuff. And yes, very nice indeed. Yeah, I'm glad I got that hard clear. Much obliged for the kudos. Alright, now for Love Me Do. I'm actually a little nervous about this, because I know it's an older chart. And I completely forget just how bonkers it gets. So let's find out. Ah, yes, the 5-7 No Another. Alright. such a good song. And also, I Futureless, not the song, but the album, the long version of this, and all of the other, like, Akira Yamaoka songs of, like, this era, so good. Real great album. Yeah, fair enough, Janet. Yeah, but yeah, no, it is not Beatles for sure. Definitely a lot more techno and a lot more almost kind of a not quite industrial, but definitely like the darker side of house kind of. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about Yamaoka's stuff is that even like the songs that he does that are very much like on the silly or weird or bizarre end of the spectrum, the production, like how well like put together they sound, like you can tell there was an exact idea of what he wanted you to be hearing or the idea he wants to present, and he's executing on it exactly as intended. That's one of my favorite things about Yamaoka, and that, like, you know, that shows his stuff as a composer, producer, etc. You can tell the music he makes, it's exactly what he wants to be making. So, we've got Flashes up next. And after that, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. But I want to do something I haven't done in a while. So first Flashes, and then a song that plays different sections depending on how you're playing it. And that should tip off some people to exactly what song I'm going to play. That is my reminder to dose. Alright, so, split second break, just gotta go grab my pill to dose, then Flashes, and then something special, and then wrapping up the stream. Be back in a split second. Yeah, and speaking of comfort zone, like his work on Silent Hill, like not just the music for Silent Hill, but the sound design and production, like the way that it uses static and ambient noise or a lack thereof. Like again, just an expert of their craft, just strutting their stuff. Now it's time for Xquire's favorite song. And I don't blame them, because the song's amazing. Hey, PB. Hot damn. Yamoka fan, do you mind if I do Playback Hate You next stream? Because I am hoping to wrap up just so I can get to work, but there is a song that I'm hoping to play before I wrap up, if that's okay. Yeah, more than welcome, Xwire. Great song. I'm actually hoping I can get a little more consistent with it, and the normal for my when I'm doing AAAs on 6s. Actually, let me think. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. I can do it now. So. Another very good Yamaoka song. This actually recently got added to Infinitas, which I'm very happy about. Such a good song. And yeah, I don't blame you for, Yumoka fan, I don't blame you for getting upset that it got yanked from arcade rotation. Such a good song. And yeah, like, earlier when we were chatting about Yumoka, the musician, and saying how varied they were, like, honestly, he does, like, the whole spectrum. So that was Akira Yumoka. As is that. Let's see. And that. Yeah, he is amazing. He left Konami, and I'd say unfortunately, but Konami's kind of a horrible place to work, not gonna lie. And last I checked, he's with Suda51 at Grasshopper Manufacturer, which I think is a much better fit for him, given both of their kind of eccentricities. So, alright. So, now for something fun, because I haven't done this in a while. And I haven't played this song in a while. Did you know that some songs sound different on different difficulties? No, in all seriousness, so some songs in 2DX, especially for older stuff, the Another, could be like a remix or completely different. There's been a couple of songs where the normal is the beginning, the hyper is the middle, and the Another is the ending. And then there's this. If you play it on singles, any difficulty, but singles, it's the front half of the song, and doubles, it's the second half of the song. So, C.Phase, much obliged having you this morning. Yep. So DJ Murasame, also known as Tash, anything that does like lots of trickery on different difficulties, they've done. Scripted Connection, Shade, Anthem Landing, like they like really messing with what's possible with the 2DX as a game. Alright, that is going to be it for today. I definitely need to skedaddle off to work. But before we wrap up, oh, there's a new one in Rootage? Awesome. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with anything in Cannonballers, Rootage, or Heroic Verse. I still have to like really play through them and hear him out. But knowing that he's got another one in Rootage, that's awesome.
Burning. 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 Burning.
That is going to be the stream for today. And Transrat, thank you so much. 100 bits, thank you so much. So, I will not be streaming this evening. I know I've done a couple of weeknight streams. I will be streaming tomorrow morning. However, one thing I do want to mention, later today, the wonderful Sparkover is going to be streaming 2DX, or at least they should be, because I know they do it on Tuesdays. They've also been streaming on Fridays as well. There's an upcoming GDQ event, and they are going to be doing a demonstration of 2DX at GDQ, at the Frosty Fatales event. So, if any of you aren't following her, please do. And please try to tune in and cheer her on, especially in the upcoming month, because, you know, marathon prep hype. So, yeah, until tomorrow morning, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a bit splits or if I'm just going to be doing more general practice like I was today. But until next time, Burkant, Kawachi Boy, Tawali, Janet Winter, Yamoka Fan, Trendthread, Burnmarks, Dotface, I know you just signed off, but and Azure and Xquire, y'all are awesome. And honestly, the past couple weeks, I've had a lot more like people saying hi in chat and hanging out. It's a huge motivation for me, and I'm really grateful. Thank you, everybody. So, until next time, Take care and be safe. Yeah, very valid point, Twally. If you're not able to catch Spark over live, definitely either check out the VODs, give her a follow, or otherwise say hi. Because again, the fact that she's pushing really hard because she's wanted to get it into a similar event for a while, and she got accepted. So I think it's huge. So everybody definitely do your best to try to cheer her on and hype get things hyped up. All right, I gotta skedaddle to work. Cheers, everyone.